Hey guys, Little Brick here. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some tips to help you improve at playing Scout. Now I know Scout can be a slightly difficult class to play, but these are some tips that may assist you when playing the class. These tips helped me and they may even help you, so stay tuned for these awesome tips. Okay, the first tip is a tip you should really know for all of classes, is knowing your limits. You don't want to sit there and be a scout and charge into 4 soldiers with a medic, a heavy, and maybe another scout. You need to know your limits of what you can do and what you will do. I know a lot when I first started playing scout, I used to run into huge groups of enemies and die. Knowing your limits and easily can keep you alive in the battlefield, especially when you're trying to push and capture a point. You don't always want to rush to the last point unless you know you're able to flank the enemy and easily get behind the enemy lines and capture the final point and win the game. Alright, the second more important tip, but it's probably more important than the last one, maybe just as important, is you always want to stay airborne. When you encounter someone, you really want to keep jumping around, especially at point blank range if you're versing a soldier, as if you just run in there, they can easily direct hit you and you're dead. Remember, you have the lowest HP in the game. The lowest health is horrible, so you really want to keep that HP as long as you can. This will very much help you if you stay airborne. Staying airborne is probably the most effective tactic of a scout. This will also assist when trying to push for that last point or really just get behind the enemy and use the scattergun or the force of nature to deal some serious damage to the enemy. Alright, the third tip is knowing the enemy team. You don't want to rush into one player who could be a pyro, because if you get close range with a pyro, you're practically done for, especially if they have a flare gun and they burn you, push you back and hit you with the flare gun. That's going to deal a lot of damage to you and you're probably not going to be able to survive. You need to learn the enemy team. If you learn the enemy team, you can practically win the game without even, playing. If you know the enemy team well enough, you'll be able to easily flank them and kill them. Using a scattergun or a force of nature at close range is probably the most effective way to kill off these close range enemies. But you're gonna want to know the enemy team. If you rush into a heavy, you want to be a little bit careful, especially if they're really good at playing heavy and knowing how to deathmatch scouts. That can be very, very hard, especially if it's also a soldier. Soldiers can be very good at deathmatching scouts, as a lot of soldier mains know how to easily place their rockets in good areas and easily know where to fire to. So easily know your enemy team. Knowing your enemy team will obviously win you the game. Alright guys, and the best tip and probably the final tip of this video is to really just have fun. If you're not having fun with a class, you're not really going to improve at it. If you just goof around the class every once in a while, you really are going to improve. I know a lot back in the day when I used to play a bit of sniper, I goofed around with that on trade servers and even just pubs, and I did improve at it a lot, but you know, I don't play sniper now. But even as scout, it would still work quite effective. Just goof around every once in a while with friends. You will improve at the class. It's a really good way to improve. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. These are my scout tips on how to improve a scout. If you found the tips to be somewhat helpful, leave a like on the video, dislike a video if you didn't really like it that much. Share the video with some of your friends who like to play Scout or want to play Scout, these tips may help with them. Subscribe to keep up to date on my content, I upload 2 videos a week. And on the next few days I'll be doing a video a day almost, video every 2 days, just uploading these tip videos. I really want to keep these tips coming out very fast, very quickly. So as always guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you all next time.